I believe companies and leaders today want to do good in business and do good. I mean, people want to wake up in the morning and know they're not just going to a job, but that they're going to a job that offers a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. It's the responsibility of all businesses to think ahead and plan for the world we want for future generations. It's our collective responsibility to invest in the social health of our communities.
Canada was facing immense challenges before the pandemic. Many of these issues have only been exacerbated by COVID-19. The unemployment rate is troublingly high, especially among women and people of color. Poverty levels are growing. And there's the fact that we can no longer defer tackling the climate crisis to a later date. There's a lot that needs to be addressed, and the government can't tackle it alone. The business and investment community can play a key role. It's possible that with innovative leadership, we can start to shift from more of a shareholder capitalism to that of a stakeholder capitalism.
We're seeing that businesses driven by values are performing just as well and even better than those driven solely by profit. Research indicates that companies with strong ESG-related practices have lower risks, lower cost of capital, better operational performance, and even better share price performance in the long term.
Canadian companies are increasingly looking to create change, and we are seeing this across all sectors, from cleantech to health to AI ventures.
Well, I think for every company, it is important that they view themselves as global citizens. They have an obligation to society and the economies to do that. I think companies, especially in AI, need to view this as it's not one or the other. I mean, it is interconnected. What we do as AI companies impacts both business and society. I think as we live in this increasingly interconnected world, these types of technologies are critical. Data is critical, and we would like to play a role in putting together the technology with the data, with the human experts that all together in concert are able to address these larger questions.
These issues are difficult to solve because their causes are complex. Governments and charities cannot tackle them alone. So corporations need to step up and invest in new businesses that will help drive social change. And that's why we're launching the TELUS Pollinator Fund for Good. The reason this fund is different is because we don't just require a financial return, it's both a social and financial return.
When you look at the opportunity to impact kind of humanity in general, we've approached this across a number of dimensions. One was with the American Sign Language. It was a pilot that we did here in Montreal. We've also done work with one of our customers, Zoo, here in Montreal, looking at the role of AI in arts and culture. And we've done projects all the way through with the Canadian government looking at things like improving regulatory policy frameworks to improve communities across the country.
There are so many innovative ideas that have the potential to tackle the most pressing issues facing communities and the world. They really just lack funding. So to succeed, we need more investors and established companies to fund startups and entrepreneurs who are building solutions to drive social change. We're doing our part to bridge the divide between the private, public, and social sectors to fuel the next generation of innovators that are poised to change the world, and we want others to join us.